23 with the starting rosters. Let's take it away, Spaceman.
Yeah, the interesting thing is looking at the team play, you probably favor Oxygen in this one, just given what they're able to do together. But that individual grind, I mean, there are multiple times where you're up late, looking at Twitch, looking at Rocket League. I'll jump on someone like Alpha Kept stream. Then I'll also notice that T. Corral has been streaming for like 3 or 4 hours, and he's just playing 2s, playing 1s, just grinding. That's the thing about this Soniqs team, is that individually, these players take it about as seriously as you'd want someone on NRG, on FaZe, on G2 to take it. They just need to click it all together. And I'm really interested to see how, when this series progresses, how they will approach some of these one-on-one situations, because can't underestimate Soniqs. They're a very good team.
Yeah, one of those teams that always was kind of in that same bucket of the previous Charlotte Phoenix roster. No longer with them anymore, which is unfortunate. But the ability to be a gatekeeper team, while they may not have the prolific status that some of these other rosters have all the time, as a wide open net is going to present it to them. And he going to be the first to score. Talked about how mechanically and how good he is, but this is about as free as it gets.
I think that was just more of a whiff by Oxygen. So you deduct a point from them, you give it to Soniqs, but again, you're going to take those shots. If you are Soniqs, you're going to take those opportunities. And I do like what T. Corral brings. I like what ZPS does as well. But early on, it was just another great read by Andy. Immediately gets the goal. Good save by T. Corral. Not that it matters, but 3 Octane set up from Soniqs, and it looks like the same from Oxygen. Sometimes you see Gimmick on the Dominus. Not as of late, though. They've kind of switched to that more aggressive play style. LJ holding the reset. Can't get it down. Good defense there.
Again, individual mechanics, bailing people out. And he able to air dribble, stay behind it as it's dunked by ZPS. Low boost, gonna have to rotate out immediately as he gets bumped by Toasty. On the while, Gimmick using his full tank, denying the corner boost. And it keeps neutral in the midfield. Andy with a shot, and intercepted by ZPS, but early challenges from Oxygen. A lot of on-the-ball play. We've been seeing that pretty notoriously with their roster. But like you said, it's pretty much been LJ, the demon on offense. Able to score any which way he wants. Hasn't been able to find the back of net just yet as we approach 2 minutes in. This Gimmick with a pre-flip does get a flip reset, extends the play just a little bit, but eventually gets bumped off. It falls to T. Corral, who puts an immediate pressure on the back wall. And a 50 into the midfield. ZPS going to hit it pretty hard and throws away possession before it's cleared away by Oxygen. Back and forth yet again we go, Spaceman.
You know, with the RLCS kind of moving towards a change in the whole approach where players individually, every single member on the team has to be able to have crazy mechanics, and then you work through the team play together. It seems that that might become the meta now. Like, that might become just where the RLCS goes. You have to have that crazy mechanical god on all slots on your roster. But I think we can't overstate just how important someone like Gimmick is, whether it's the veteran leadership, whether it's the IGLs, the ability to control comms in the chaos. But also, he can switch up his playstyle. He can give you those crazy redirects and those really good double taps off the backboard. But also, he can set you up and facilitate from long range. And you don't really get that too often. As T. Corral put in the second for Soniqs. But as you're saying that, I mean, you just see the mechanics here. T. Corral, good read, good catch, good finish.
You talk about being able to facilitate. Why not just do it yourself? T. Corral going to facilitate themselves another goal, give them a 2-goal lead. Comes in with the air dribble bump, plays the near post, bar down. Having that insurance goal obviously really important here in your first round. So a little bit of confidence going through. As boost 9 in the corner, it's going to go and bounce straight back down as Andy kind of in no man's land, no boost. It's going to be up to ZPS to win this one unless Gimmick, a massive dunk, able to do it himself.
Where did the clear come from? Okay, it came from Toasty in the back. All right, so it's a setup, great pass, and Gimmick just uses the ceiling to his advantage, the fourth man. Nicely done. They didn't have a lot of boost off the kickoff. Sonic getting very aggressive. They tried to self-pass off the side wall. We're looking for an extra touch from T. Corral, who overextended through the corner. It was immediately read by Oxygen, and they get that redirect to go downfield. Here comes Toasty, looking for the extra touch. Dominus can't find it. To the corner. Andy going to miss the read. And this should be a chance for Oxygen to get possession back.
Yeah, great clear down midfield. Able to keep it to the side wall, but not able to get that second touch. So it is back and forth yet again we go. Is LJ first there? Plenty of patience on the back wall by Andy. Smart read by him. And again, the support from T. Corral. Right place at the right time numerous times for his roster. Soniqs able to put pressure on. It's a perfect shot top right, but it's again a mistake on defense. You gotta clear those away, but the placement is perfection.
The pacing of these goals has been so good as well.
Oh, it's actually a bump.
Was it a bump?
Yeah, the reason why Toasty couldn't get up for that save is because he's being bullied by the offensive Soniqs. It's actually T. Corell, that initial touch that's set up, sweeps through, gets underneath, and he can't recover in time.
I mean, what do you do if you're Oxygen in this situation? It's not just you're down a couple
position.
of... Yeah, I'm probably go to sleep, get some rest.
You should probably keep your hands on the sticks.
Goals. I mean, you could try. At this point, I'll take the feet. Just, try something else. It's not working. The thumbs are not clicking.
Do you know the really good 1v1 player, Ashley, who only has one arm? He learned and started playing. Okay, LJ. All right. Yeah, he started with his feet and then realized that, I can do this other thing better. But a mistake here is going to leave LJ in a 1v1, and he's going to put that.
They brought out the toes. That's what's happening. Oxy brought out the toes. I'm just saying.
Do we now call LJ Twinkle Toes? Is that what we're doing here?
They took off the shnikes and they brought out the toes. All right. Just a death grip on the side of the controller. Great pinch. It was a back pass. No one else is there. That's unfortunate. LJ on target still. Good save by ZPS. Panicking now is Soniqs looking for the clear. Right off the backboard. Big challenge downfield. Oh, wow. That redirect would have been sick from LJ. Waiting for LJ to hit a quadruple reset like he's done before. Maybe it comes off this touch.
Great spacing applied by LJ. The solo play, pass into the midfield and challenged by Andy. Sonic's got to hold on for the last 5 seconds. And those aggressive challenges are going to do it. So last opportunity, got to keep it alive until the ball hits the ground. The ZPS can stay behind this, which he probably will do. Expertly forces a 50 and drops down. It is going to be Soniqs that holds on to their lead. And they take game 1. So now, they're looking pretty good lately.
They have. It's a tough conversation because they have good stretches. They're kind of like the Ghost Gaming, where they have great stretches and then moments where it's like we're working our way through open quals this weekend. We're trying to make sure we at least make top 16. Trying to make sure we make top 8. T. Corell going to kick it off on the kickoff and get us going with a first goal. So I've yet to see this team kind of reach their ceiling. We know they have it, but I haven't seen them hit that next level to where they're consistently making runs through regionals.
I'm telling you, man, watch out for Andy. He's going to be that guy. Wins a 50, ego challenges, cut rotation, gets a bump, gets a demo, and then wide open for T. Corell. Going to be the one that you need to be fearful of. Gets a flip reset, past one, still has space. Need to be watched out for the bump behind. It's a great job by LJ to get possession back for his teammate. Toasty on the ball. Goes underneath. Forces a 50. It's up to LJ. Can't get the read, so it's going to settle down. Luckily, plenty of boost to work with as he goes underneath again for the challenge. Had a flip reset chance, can't connect. LJ sweeps around, denies the boost, looks for a demo, immediately turns on it, and that's that very aggressive play style I'm talking about in twos.
Yeah.
So you need to turn and challenge and bumps.
What is Toasty going to do? He's going to sit in the back line. LJ, reset, cleared. Yeah, and that's why you have the Dominus falling back, just to be not only a guardian angel behind at midfield, but also able to scoop the ball up, get those big blocks, win maybe a 50 on an awkward redirect. Still, that's the power of the Dominus in Toasty's hands, but we'll see what LJ can do as he escapes downfield. Working through the midfield now, grabbing a small boost. Andy clearing it to the sidewall. Will win a bump. Missed touch. Soniqs can't capitalize. Good touch on the defensive end.
Yeah, and a couple things you're seeing differently in twos. A lot of challenges actually back towards the play. A lot of times you want to rotate back post just so you're not overlapping with your teammates. But because there is that little bridge in space and a little bit of opportunity presented, these players, even with low boost, they'll continue their momentum while going supersonic and chase behind, just so they can make sure that if I need to jump into this and force a quick challenge, my teammate who's behind isn't in a really tough spot. So that's part of it as well. The other side of things is just Andy. There's half the time he's not even playing the game. He's just going for boosted demos, finally getting punished for it. It's Toasty with a beautiful read here in the midfield.
I love when players give the ball right back. I know it's not good, but it's so nice to see those reads happening 5 seconds before the ball gets touched. Tie game, 2:52 on the clock. Oxygen trying to work their way back in this series. They did drop game 1. They got to pick their choice of a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2. They do take twos. So whoever loses this game will get their choice at ones. Well, there's no choice. You have to play ones, and you must suffer.
One of those things. It's crazy how much of a mentality benefit you get. That shot, the ones you got to try and put away. But trying to apply that threat right away is not going to pay off. It's a good pass in field. LJ's there with the connection, but so is T-Crow for the save. Back and forth, dodging the demo. This one could go the other way. It could be dangerous if he just gets one touch, but again, talk about the recovery and how good players have gotten in the game of Rocket League lately. Normally would have been punished in the past, just turns into a quick transition, and the carry of momentum. It's able to get back. It's going to be LJ forcing a 50 in the corner. It lands pretty nicely, but need to be careful with this shot. It goes high and intercepted by T-Crow. A couple awkward touches. He's going to leave it for his teammate before it pinches into the other corner. 2 minutes remain. Plenty of space to work with, and it's a good challenge. Ego challenged even by Toasty. Can't give too much space as it's dished in field. Shot there. It's high. Where's the follow-up? Bottom left and out. A tough one here for Toasty. Could have been the lead for Oxygen.
It's gonna, yeah, you don't get really that much of a narrow shot with that much power with the Dominus. You're gonna have to go for those lower angles. He was going lower left. It was saved. It was just a good read by Soniqs, but it's gonna be tough to get the body of that car up in time to get a powerful flick.
Oh my gosh.
LJ demo. This is when I would have Toasty commit. I know he need a boost. Maybe that is just a better situation all around. He'll clear it away. LJ getting the corner grab. Minute 10. Soniqs pressing. There we go.
Pressing with pressure. It's happening. Both of them.
It's just ping pong right now.
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. You talk about wanting to pressure in that moment, but the difficulty is with the spacing. It's a beautiful save by Toasty. Pinched away. Keeps it within one. Keeps him honest. As it's a pre-jump and a chance. Plenty of boost. Has the flip reset. Can he play it back around? He gets it underneath. Shot opportunity. It's saved by Andy. Right place, right time. He keeps it away, but still the pressure on by Oxygen. A big clear by Andy. 30 seconds to go, and it's been back and forth the entire game.
It is turning into moist esports. I love it. 25 seconds. Keep it going. LJ, don't you dare slow down. Where's the quadruple reset? What a great read. What a great pinch. That's not even a pinch. Why did I say that? T. Corral. Great touch at midfield. LJ gives it right back. He went to get boost. Gets beat on the 50. T. Corral gets it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Woo. Trying to look cute with it. LJ had the right idea. He's trying to cut it back inside and get a flick past that defender. But, again, playing the ball is just a beautiful 50 in the midfield. Allows it to go back into the inside. T-Curl's waiting. Shot on target. He's not going to miss those. 10 seconds to go, trying to cut inside again. It's a great square up by Andy. And it's a double commit. It doesn't matter. LJ squeaks it through. We're tied up with 5 left.
How are you going to use a 50 to score and then get scored on with another 50? Oh, no. Oh, wow. He just beat them both. Woohoo! Slid a pencil through the scissors. I don't even know if that's a thing. This is 5 seconds for game number 2. Let's get into it. Kickoff win. It's going to be Oxygen. Toasty. With the Dominus, he can scoop it. The reset there, challenge to the ground. Golden goal opportunity, Lawler. Here we go.
Headed into overtime. Tied up. Next goal wins. It's Toasty. It could have punished. He can't get the angle, and now it's the other way. And he's chasing down LJ. Can he dodge it? It doesn't matter. It's free for Soniqs. Oh, no. What a swing.
Poor LJ is getting terrified trying to fly downfield. Soniqs just taking what's theirs. They lose the kickoff, but I don't know if I would go Dominus in this situation. We'll see what happens. Now both Octanes. Okay, good job, making me look smart. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wanted to see it, but again, it's the finesse. The margin of error on the Octane, and it starts from kickoff. The beautiful 50. He gets it. A little bit of space provided, and then the flick. T-Corral, you got to ego challenge it, and if you don't, you're going to get scored on. So only 5 seconds in. Oxygen. Another 50. And a redirect. He's going to have to back off and get some boost. Space and a chance as Gimmick comes off the ceiling. It's a flip reset. He still has his jump, but he just fakes it the whole way.
I will hypothesize on the SSG logo. Hypothesize. Ever since we saw Reynolds hit that double tap last weekend, I think freaked people out because they forgot Reynolds is mechanical. Great win by T. Corral on the 50. And he's trying to channel some of that energy, but T. Corral unfazed in the moment. This kid is a grinder in the ones.
No, it's a great bait. He jumps up to make it look like he's going high, possibly an intentional shot, and just squares him up. Goes for a low 50, wins it clean, and wide open net. Again, the fundamentals in 1v1, it's why I love it so much. I actually started in 1v1s, one, because I didn't have any friends, and two, because I didn't have any friends. I just didn't have anybody to queue with. Let's be real here. As Gimmick's going to get another one off the kickoff, but it exemplifies everything in the game, because there is such a punishment. It's like if you're even precisely out of position, these guys are going to just take a shot on an open net. There's nothing you can do about it. So it teaches you the spacing of the game, boost consumption, how much space, like what goes into it. Like every little nuance in this game is exemplified in ones. So watching these guys kind of do their dirty work is an absolute treat for all of us.
It's also very reminiscent of like being in a fighting game. Like it's only you. You have to know spacing, timing, the corrections, how to predict what your opponent's going to do. And one small mistake, you get edge guard and you get flown off the screen. So you got to be careful. Got to know how to read those angles. Gimmick. Oh, okay. Nice little cheeky backflip. And a one-on-one versus T. Corral.
He's just going to fake it.
I thought he was going to drive his way in. I didn't hate it. Listen, I like the indecisiveness, because if you don't know, they don't know. But in this situation, it's still a lead for Oxygen. Great save. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Get back. Get back. Get it out, Gimmick.
Oh, he saves it.
Get it out, Gimmick.
I was actually very lucky. I just got back from Atlanta. I got to watch some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at the collegiate level, and there were some guys there that were like top 30 nationally ranked, like really good talent. As Gimmick's gonna just roll this one in, and you see the concept of like footsies, where it's like you learn tendencies and you're basically just like testing the water. And you saw that on the goal line, the ability to be like, hey man, I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna just wait. I'm going to provide space behind this ball, and if you challenge it, I'm going to win this 50, and I'm going to go the other way for free. And then T. Corral also recognizing that is just like, okay, I'm gonna wait for this to play out. And it's just that back and forth, that chess match that is just so fantastic about ones. But so far, it's been Gimmick with the kickoffs. A couple 50s in his favor, but looking the boost pads, going to start the bounce dribble. Has a fake on one, can't get the other one, and it's good closing of the gap here by T. Corral. Back on defense, plenty of boost to work with. And here we go again.
Maybe this time he'll do anything other than drive straight down, or he'll try to bully his way in. And this, this at least just establishes I have options available, because if I'm just going to drive my way forward, T. Corral's going to make that read short. He'll make that guess, and that one will be saved. But if you keep that going for Gimmick and you get more chances, then you can just start picking your options. It's like, okay, fastball. Now I can throw a changeup. Now I can throw a slider. Like, we can choose how we want to approach this. And awkward rule one, nobody wanted that, and that's not a goal that anybody wanted for one.
You can see it in this whole sequence. Like Gimmick, he pushes the ball away because he's only got 12 boosts. He's got a boost pad, and then T-Corral comes in and pushes it back. Because he's in the air, he's like, all right, I'm just going to get underneath you. You can't land. And as soon as the ball starts rolling towards you, I'm going to move on and put a shot on open target. Gimmick doing a great job, but it's another 50 goal here for T-Corral. Back within 2.
This is the fun part about ones. Like, 2s is chaotic. 3s is like, okay, we expect relative things to happen. There are common denominators we look towards. 1s is just, hey, bro, good luck. You got it.
It is. It's like firm handshakes. The other cool thing about it too is I think you can really form like the identity of a player. There's a lot of like stylistic choices. Like First Killer, we all know, does a lot of off-ball play. Half the time he's just going for the demos and the ball's going to roll in. Beautiful flick. No, it's too high. Oh gosh, hopefully the recovery comes out, and it is. So luckily, not going to get punished for it immediately. And I say and immediately Gimmick does.
Those are the options that are available. And I love it. Great.
Talk about it, man. One mistake. The spacing is a little bit too far to the side. Gimmick's got momentum moving forward towards the net. And just that horizontal play gets punished for it. Something as simple as that. Shot on target leads to a goal. T-Corral doing whatever he can to bounce back here. Gimmick just giving him the space, just trying to bait something out. This that figure 8 I was talking about. It's a shot on target, denies the corner boost, and then swings back in for a shot. But T-Corral is able to deny it a little bit. Gimmick looking for a little bit of a bump play. Not aggressive with the challenge, only 1 boost, but knows how he stays with it. Recognizing that if he gives any space whatsoever, it's just this one doesn't go in his favor. It's 2 good challenges by T. Corral, and he brings it back within 2.
Yeah, he was staying with it, but he was kind of playing behind the ball. And like that's just credit to Ticarel and kind of how the situation panned out. But it was an awkward bounce towards the corner. Ticarel plays it up the backboard. Gimmick has time to maybe stabilize in front of the net and wait for a shot. Instead, he chooses a challenge. Then you're kind of at the whim of whatever Ticarel can think of in the moment with that much boost and that much space. It's going to be difficult to save it all. And maybe a breakaway chance. Can't get it over. Good challenge by Gimmick. Ticarel boost the burn. We'll get back to midfield. Circling, hunting, waiting. Another pop. But the pressure continues. That's a goal. And Ticarel brings it within one.
You can see the patience as well. He's determining, do I take the shot here or not? This patience here, normally, if Gimmick has boost, is the ability to make a save there. But Ticarel is just waiting effortlessly. And as soon as he realizes he has that space, yes, power air roll shot right on target. Good response from Ticarel. And have to hurry back and does not collect any boost pads. Is able to get the 100. Gimmick at the midfield. Slow fake challenge. And notice how Gimmick doesn't immediately retreat. Rather than boosting away and trying to get back to net, it's still keeping the pace towards his net in case the shot comes in, but it's still close enough to where he can win a challenge. That spacing is absolutely crucial. Masterclass of it here and ends up rolling in. Gimmick looking good.
Good read. Good pickup. And again, not playing it high up towards the ceiling, working through the corner, just puts it right back out in the front of the box. That's that decision making in once. And like, you'll see those types of reads. Obviously, it looks really easy now, but that's the kind of quick cuts in those lanes that you see in the RLCS. Great save. How does he even save that? How does that even happen? How does he get that save? He worked on the outside of the ball.
It felt like Ticarel kind of got cute with it. He's also going to get denied the boost, so now he's going to have to go down line directly. 10 seconds to go. Ticarel needs a goal here in any couple of seconds. Might have a chance here. Lobs it down. Needs to take an immediate shot. He plays it on, and it's a beautiful save. No, it's actually in for Ticarel. It's time left to go. It's still a chance.
I'm surprised he put that far post. I mean, you might have a chance to save it if you're Gimmick, if he goes lower right. But as soon as he goes on that pop, it's a 50-50 for Gimmick. He has to choose, and he chose correctly. It's just a better shot. You can still do this. Ticarel. Yeah, well, wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Sidewall. Still alive. And nope,
Gimmick.
Nobody's anywhere
rude.
Close. Gimmick with a bump.
So rude. No. We've seen quintuple taps as well. I think apparently Jack had one, if I remember correctly, a while back, but no resets. Yeah. Not freestyling out here. There's too many people that are good enough to challenge you. We're not deranking into gamers. Take that, freestylers. Take that. Jokes aside, those guys are absolutely cracked, and it is insane what they can do in this physics-based car soccer game.
Nah, if you can't hit a quadruple flip reset, you're mid. I'm sorry. Andy, good shot.
Okay, Andy. It's Andy, all right.
Whew. You guys sure you wanted to play threes? You positive? I mean, that's disgusting.
I mean, it's perfectly placed.
Save that, you bozo. Oh, it's gonna be a fun game of threes.
Yeah, where's the save that, you bozo quick chat?
Oh, we need that. I need Oxygen to score. I need them to get it back. Where's that top 6 Oxygen we've seen before?
Gonna be a tough one here. Been a lot of Soniqs offense, but a great cut by Gimmick. Big challenge, ends up kicking it out to Toasty. Gonna take it high. Gets the demo on one, tries to force a 50 on the other, but Andy does redirect it back the other way. Makes it past almost 2 players. Before it goes back on defense. Ticarel lands on top of it. It's gonna kick out. And a good stop before it falls in the hands of Oxygen on the orange half. Gimmick with boost. Probably wanted a little bit higher pop, but it is a good 50, so it is in their favor until Ticarel decides he can do the same thing. Back the other way, off the ceiling, has the reset. He's going to bump LJ, and it's a shot on target. Good save, kicked out before the pressure is on. Another one saved. But here's that offense from Soniqs. It's been threatening all day today so far. And that pressure just will not let up.
How are they going to play it? Huh? When you pop it high, that's 2 in a row, burning a lot of boost to basically get it right back to midfield. That 50 goes your way. Good shot from Gimmick. And finally, he finds himself in the air, so the pre-jump does work out. This was set up by 2 50s off the ceiling, and Toasty puts it on an absolute platter. And Gimmick just... the power behind that shot alone is worth the tip of the cap. It's disgusting.
Tying it back up here is Oxygen, trying to bring themselves to match point. Remember, this was Soniqs' pick to go to 3v3. You and I both had that thought of, you know, maybe 2v2 is the answer, but it's a good pop by ZPS. Probably going to force a 50 here. Does win the challenge and the corner boost. So a chance to suffocate on offense. It is a demo by ZPS. Now one having to rotate back, and you even saw it. Gimmick starting to lurk over in case that one comes down to the ground. He wants to be there to force a challenge right away and pinch it the other way. Now fighting for possession in front of the net. Bumps back. Get out of here. This is our ball.
I mean, I like the physicality. Have someone kind of crown themselves the enforcer and go for it. Don't let them get these free touches where they can circle back, get the rebounds, the second chance opportunities. Make it difficult for Soniqs to get a clean touch. T. Carell trying to circle his way through the corner. Ball check by LJ. Interception by ZPS. The falling away fade. Andy can't even get anywhere close. It's a good redirect by Oxygen. Popped up by Toasty. One-on-one-on-one. We've continued. What is happening with Soniqs? If they make this read, oh my word. T. Carell to Andy. It gets killed into the side. But my God, that was set up all the way on the other side of the field.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive, that double commit in the aerial. But again, a lot of players starting to go for that stuff. The risk reward in RLCS is kind of the standard. These players, younger and younger, they come in just so confident off the ball. But the ability to, like you said, put up a shot, possibly a fake, as LJ pre-flips and denies that one back. Trying to go for possession and ends up paying off. As him and Toasty right behind working in tandem. Trying to sweep through to find a demo, but it's a good clear out again. That was the same issue that we saw in the first series, or the first game of this series with Soniqs, where a tough time getting scored on. Oxygen, despite pressure and a good attempt here and there. It's just Soniqs doing a really good job of alleviating the pressure.
You know, it's two things. One, Soniqs doing a very nice job on the defensive end with their clears. They're making a lot of quick reads towards the back wall that they use then to get a booming shot out towards midfield that they can use in transition, but also the boost control right now. They've had quite a bit in the tank for the past minute. On the other side, you're just looking at Oxygen getting their first real taste of that boost as they get back to midfield. And surely it's helped Soniqs continue that pressure, but every time I look over towards the stat, it's constant boost for ZPS, constant in the tank for Andy. They always have someone in a position to either make a challenge or make a read, thanks to that resource. We'll see what they can do with it. Takeaway, right back down. Gimmick getting high up on the ball. LJ looking for the 50. Will go to the corner. Oxygen continue the pressure. Good shot. No one in the net. Toasty, 2-1.
Despite utilizing all that boost, they haven't been able to find in the back of the net. And now that Oxygen has a couple shots on the other way, it's a bump on that last player. It's a good challenge into the corner, and Toasty not going to miss it this time. Ton of power with that Dominus. 31 seconds left to go. Oxygen leads by 1. So off the kickoff, it is a quick cheat up by LJ, as they both chase into the corner trying to find that boost and contain and sustain yet again. Bumps galore in the corner, no boost. It's going to be Andy trying to force the read. Ends up falling into that corner, so bumps off another player. Possession in favor of Soniqs. They're poised to put on a shot, but multiple players in net, and it's going to be clear the other way. Up to Andy, the last one on the back.
Oh, good take.
Beautiful 50 into the midfield. They have a chance here. It's going to come in the middle. It's a shot opportunity. Can he do it at 0? No! It's going to be saved, and we go to game 5. We got pressure situations. The number one thing is keeping stable and making sure communication is clean. Don't double commit. Keep your rotations smart. Like, even if you don't have the ability to get boost and you're going to go for mid, just communicate that stuff. So Oxygen doing a really good job of that. Able to fend it off. 1 by 1. And we go to game 5. So now 2v2s. T. Curl Andy. Toasty LJ. This is for everything.
Well, it's easy to overlook, especially as a casual viewer, and think, yeah, good comms, and we harp on that, but there is a difference between having good communication and great communication, and it very much could be the difference between a top 4 finish and a grand finals appearance. Like, having really, really good communication, especially in 2s, could spell the entirety of the difference. So we'll see how Oxygen are able to take the momentum they had in the end of game number 4, the win they just secured, and bring it into this matchup. Gimmick back on the Dominus, LJ and the Octane. T. Corral and Andy, both so lethal in their own right, now getting a chance to run it back in this format. Big pop up. Andy going to leave off on the fake. T. Corral going to punch it towards the back well. Easily read by Oxygen, but now a chance for Soniqs to push up.
Our play by T. Corral also utilizing those mechanics. This is physics-based game. There is a little bit of slowness on the side wall, and it's faster to actually use that wall dash. So utilize the mechanics while zero boost to keep up and apply pressure, force that 50 and close the gap. Wasn't able to catch up to it before it got cleared, but still swinging back and forth. Both teams taking pretty good attempts. This one in the midfield, that's a great ground shot. Ton of power put on target. He does get the boost denied. But the patience on the back line from Andy does allow them to sustain a little bit of offense. Gonna be T. Corral. Awkward touch on the corner. LJ doesn't fall for it. Passes it perfectly over to his teammate, who's gonna back off on this one. And T. Corral does get the demo, but Andy can't get the follow-up shot. Toastie's gonna go for a little bit of a ride on the respawn. After he clears it away, it's a flick, and it's a beautiful save by LJ. But you just see how great they follow up each other. Anytime it looks like, all right, this person's going to sustain this offense, there's going to be this next setup. One of the players from Oxygen comes sweeping through and bails him out. Pass inside. This could be it.
Great pass.
It's going to be there for LJ. Good shot and a good play by Oxygen.
Great pass. I mean, look at that 50, and immediately jumps back up. Puts it right on the top bar. Barely a smidge of area for that ball to bounce off of, but that's the beauty of the Dominus, man. You can scoop the ball up, help your teammate, maybe run into LJ, why not? Off the kickoff, that hesitation helps. Andy's going to make the read. And here comes Toasty flying, or excuse me, T. Corral flying off the backboard. Try to meet the challenge. Andy downfield. Oxygen going to reel it in.
Blade play by Toasty. Able to get a good flick. It does force T. Corral on the back wall. Zero boost. Still able to stick with it. So he pops it up high. And Andy now to try to do everything he can to stay behind this. No boost. Still gets a 50 and the corner boost. So should be able to sustain as he turns right back on it. But LJ bullies him out of the way. Another 50 as well. But a little bit of his own medicine. Off-ball play been prevalent as ever in twos. Toasty immediately after getting the 100 boost rotates back with that wave dash, and now gonna have to pre-jump this one. Decides to let him have it instead. T. Corral up there denies the corner boost, and the demo paired with it. Chance to go the other way. Plenty of boost to the sky and pre-jumped by Andy. Read it from a mile away. It's a 50. A chance here from Soniqs, but it doesn't matter. The recovery from LJ and Toasty has been absolutely stellar in our fifth and final game of the series.
But another player getting taken for a ride. Seen that a couple of times. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I mean, I don't know if it was the demo that kind of created it, but LJ, goodbye. But yeah, that was absolutely the demo. Okay. Well, there you go. 2 demos. My goodness. What happened? What happened to his car?
It's a tough one, man. He's trying to cut in and force the 50 to make it awkward while also securing that corner boost. He knows he's going to need it, but because the other player has enough to feather it back through, just run straight into him, gets a free demo, and then a little bit of space is all it takes. Still a minute left to play, though. Plenty of time here. But credit where it's due. Oxygen has shut down everything in Game 5. As LJ going to secure the midfield boost, it's going to force that wide rotation from Andy, who finally picks up something in the corner. It's pass in field, a shot over, and can't connect with his teammate again. A slight mistake. He's going to take it solo, bring it high. Makes the flip reset on one. Can't get the second. The follow-up is there. There's a shot. And finally plays Soniqs on the board.
Good the setup from Andy. Reset. Wicked camera angle. But there you go. That's a great shot. Haven't seen a lot of that, right? It's been kind of close to the backboard, high off the back wall. Work the pressure through the corners. But this time we get sort of towards the midfield. Keeping it in the neutral zone. Nicely done. Now a chance. 38 seconds to go. Can they maintain pressure here? Faking LJ out. Good shot. T. Corral circling back through the front of the net, trying to get a bump. And that clear and the resolve from Oxygen is tippable. Uh-oh.
Also extremely important. Doesn't get that clear there. Could have been very dangerous. Gonna take to the skies. Andy, this is the one to worry about as they try to go for an aerial bump. Can't connect, but it doesn't matter. The second one is there, and so is the shot. T-Krell's going to tie it up with 11 seconds left for Soniqs.
Oh, LJ. I think he got clipped. Not that he would have been able to maybe make that jump and get at least in front with how quickly it came back down, but I think he got clipped as he was going to make the read, and it was just too easy for Soniqs. They tie it up, but LJ trying to put it away. Maybe the quadruple reset. Nope, maybe not. Andy to the midfield. Toasty, backboard. T-Krell gonna corral it. He'll bring it around. Andy's at midfield. Oh my god, the Musty. Hold on a minute. And never mind. Taking it right back. Oxygen, keeping it up. LJ underneath. Andy's got to make the read. He will. OT, here we go.
4.5 minutes of play, finally. Soniqs cracks the code. Scores 2 in a row, and now we go into overtime. On the corner, played up high off the back wall. It's a great read by T-Krell. Using that second flip, keeps the space. Should be able to deny this corner. And he does, but it doesn't matter. Toasty with plenty, puts a shot on target. It's actually wide open. They get punished for the overcommit. Oxygen clutches it in 5.
Wow. Toasty immediately circles through the boost and just snipes it from midfield. That's the danger of pushing up immediately off the kickoff, right? Like we've talked